Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Cory.
I'm Holly.
Back there is Tucker, and we even have an extra stowaway this week in the 2022 Audi A3 performance sedan. Why don't you give it a start there and see what you think.
Okay.
Any comments?
Oh no.
I don't hear an engine.
Yeah, has it started?
Yeah,
Wait, is this an electric vehicle?
it is a hybrid. I know how much you like hybrids.
What?
In
We
this
didn't know
video,
it was a hybrid.
in this video, Holly will be driving and giving you her impressions as a family vehicle. Stay tuned.
I should have been driving this car more.
I know, and you insisted on taking my Aviator.
Oh, I do love that one though. That's true.
We have had two cars in the driveway this week. Right now we are testing the Audi A3. Next week we will be dropping our video on the Lincoln Aviator, of which Holly has spent more time in because this is really your first time behind the wheel
Yeah.
of the Audi A3. And I'm very interested because I know that you are very loud and proud about your love for the Mercedes brand. This competes against a Mercedes that we have had on the channel. So I will be very interested to see what your thoughts are on this vehicle as we get down the road just a little bit more. So smash cut to a little bit further down the road to give Holly a little time to get acclimated in the A3.
Okay.
All right, Ollie, we've been down a bumpy East Texas road. We are now on a textured, curvy East Texas road. What are some of your first thoughts sitting in here in this A3?
I like the way it drives. It's very smooth, very quiet.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I noted in mine, it just feels very well put together, very well buttoned down. Like, there's just so much solidity to, my goodness.
That is guys
Dangerous.
living life on the edge.
Yeah. We just got off that bumpy road, and what were your thoughts on how it goes down the bumpy roads?
It was super smooth. Could barely tell the bumps. And it's a bumpy road.
Yes. And yes, so a vehicle with very sporty intentions, being able to handle bumpy East Texas roads, huge plus.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start first with the interior, since that's where we is at the moment. What are your thoughts on the overall styling in here?
Well, I really do like the different colors and textures that they've put.
There's wood over here.
I know, the wood, that's what I was going to say. It's nice. And, it's small little details that make a big difference a lot of times.
Yeah, the Germans really know how to make a luxury car. Mm-hmm. Yes, so we've got the brown, black, and gray accented interior. We've got some gray Alcantara here on these leather seats.
What's Alcantara?
It may not actually be Alcantara.
Fancy.
That's the brand name, but it may not actually be. But yes, some gray suede. We'll use the generic name. Gray suede on the sides of the brown seats.
Use the terms the peasants use.
But yes, very angular, very interesting to look at cockpit for sure. I'm dying to know. I have my opinions. Thoughts on the steering wheel?
I like it, but it's real big.
Yeah?
I think I would like it just a little bit smaller, especially since this car feels a little spoiler.
So are you talking about the diameter?
Like the diameter,
Okay,
yeah. It's really kind of big.
Well,
but not the grip. And it's not the most comfortable
really?
grip.
Interesting.
Do you like it?
Yes, I am all about that steering wheel. It is a good one. And
Really?
It's very minimalistic, I will say.
It is minimalistic.
Not much to it. The cruise control stuff is on the column on the left side, which I wasn't a huge fan of because it took a little getting used to, and the first time I used it was in pitch black, so I couldn't read all the buttons on it. But it does the most Audi thing. When you bump up the speed, it goes by 2.5 miles per hour. If that ain't German, I don't know what is. So you go 50, 52.5, 55, 57.5, 60. It's a very...
Well, sometimes 1 is too small and 3 is too much.
So there you go. But what are your thoughts on the gauge cluster back there?
I don't like it.
Oh my goodness. I'm just striking out on this car.
There's just a lot going on up here. And you know, it's like tech stuff. Of course, it's my first time in the car. So
Right.
I'm just like, where is everything?
Let me simplify it for you a little bit. We will go here and go to...
Yeah, that one.
There we go. So
There we
now
go.
you have the posted speed right there in the middle for you.
There
Your
we go.
actual speed on the right and your engine speed on the left. Better?
Well, yes, I like that better. Because what you had up there before was, you know, miles we've driven and all kinds of things.
Well, talking about the cruise control and being the most German Audi thing, so is the short-term and long-term memory of the trip computer. So it doesn't have trip computer A and B or 1 and 2. It has short-term memory and long-term memory.
Okay.
Short-term is the current drive since the last time you started. Long-term, you can reset. That's basically your trip computer. So we have driven this hybrid over 150 miles and are averaging just over 29 mpg. The vehicle that has 200 horsepower and is pretty fun on the curvy back roads. But
Yeah.
I'll put it back on your
Thank you.
traffic sign alert there.
Thank you.
So, what are your thoughts, kind of driving dynamics? We've talked about how it handled bumpy roads. We're up to speed now. On
Well,
some
it
curvy
definitely
roads.
has get up and go,
Yes, it does.
as hybrids usually do. Hybrids and EVs usually do. It's a smooth drive. Not too much road noise.
No, but it does have low profile 18-inch performance all season Pirelli P0 tires. All that to say, a little bit of that is the tires, a little bit of that is this textured road as well.
Right. But the look of the car is really sleek on the outside as well. The body style is just enough curvy. So I like it. It's a cool car.
I figured you would like.
It's a fun car to drive.
I figured you'd like the exterior of this.
Yeah.
I'm a little shocked by your impressions on the steering wheel and the gauge cluster. But
Really? Well, to be honest, okay, so this is just my first drive. I've usually driven the car at least once before a review, but this is first impressions only. But everything feels a little spaceshipy,
okay, futuristic.
maybe.
Okay.
And a little too much of you don't want things to get messed up. Like, I would almost say like plasticky, but I know it's not plastic.
Okay.
But you know, you've got like the smooth thing here. The steering wheel's kind of hard and
Interesting.
not
I will note
mushy.
that Audi did supply us with a cleaning cloth
Do you like that? to
for
clean
the
that?
screen, and if you know, some of our commenters have told us we need to keep our screens clean before we film. So your voice has been heard.
Oh
Here we
boy.
go. No fingerprints.
All
We're good to go.
those keyboard warriors making
Yeah.
sure our screen's clean.
But I
Hey.
have been.
That's real life. If
Yeah.
y'all want to see real life, here it is.
I have been truly impressed with this screen. The resolution on it is just unbelievable.
Is Tucker
How
ready to
clear
do
it
his
is.
wobbly head test?
Tucker, we gonna do a wobbly head?
And Caitlin can do her wobbly head too. Let's see.
Railroad tracks, here we go.
Here we go. Let's see how bumpy. Well, I barely noticed them.
Wait, I want to do a loop-de-loop.
A loop.
Okay, we'll do a loop-de-loop.
Yeah, as soon as we get at that line.
Is that because this car is so fun to drive?
Yeah, and I like to do loop-de-loops.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw a pink elephant.
A pink elephant. You've been hitting the sauce.
That's lovely.
Where are you going?
We're doing a loop-de-loop.
Oh.
Your son has requested
know that's what a loop-de-loop was.
loop-de-loop. Get with the program, Daddy.
Did he not know what a loop-de-loop was?
I didn't know what a loop-de-loop was, but now I've been educated.
Now you know. Stop's nice.
And if you come to a complete stop for any length of time, because it is a hybrid, because it is 2022, the gas engine does shut off. So I want to get your impressions on that start-stop technology.
You want me to?
Yeah, come to a complete stop and let's see what
Because I
happens.
do give it a hard time, always. Start-stop. Has it stopped?
Why don't you go and see?
I mean, did it?
It did. And
It
you didn't
did?
even know, so I'd say that is a ringing
Successful.
endorsement. And again, that goes down to the hybrid technology of this, allowing the electric motor to supplement the gas engine when necessary. So the fact that you haven't even noticed it, it's been a huge win for this. It's off right now.
I'm testing it. It's off right now?
Yeah, it's off right now. It will cut on if you take your foot off the brake or if it needs it for the air conditioning, but yeah. And I noticed while taking your mother around and showing her this car, it will actually shut off while you're coasting as well. So part of the reason why it gets such good fuel economy is the hybrid system really kicks in when the engine is not needed. So
Which is fine as long as the air conditioner stays cool.
Yes.
Does it?
oh my goodness, yes. The AC in
Okay.
this is fantastic. And those two vents pointed directly at you do a great job. Although I have noticed my hands getting cold. I had to hold the wheel a whole lot lower because of the
You can
placement.
adjust the...
I know, but they're still right there. Child seats are where sedans fall flat for me, especially small sedans like this. The overall size of this A3 is very similar to my daily driver and comes with some of the same complaints when trying to put my son's forward-facing car seat in the back. The lower latches are extremely easy to find. It is just attaching and twisting and contorting to get to that rear anchor point back there in the back and be able to securely fasten it into place. It takes a lot of work, which is why now that I've got this in, I'm not taking it out until I have to give this car back. LED lights all around. I firmly believe out of all the vehicles we've tested, granted I haven't done a lot of night driving in loaner vehicles, but the LED headlights in this I think are the best headlights that I've sampled to date. They are exceptionally good. Made it feel like I was driving in daylight.
Wow.
Like just top notch. I don't normally bring up headlight usage, but these were of note because I really felt that they were good. What do you think of the big Audi grille up front?
Oh, well, I love that.
Yeah, the 4 rings up front. What do you think of the overall size of this car?
I really like it. It's a lot smaller than probably what we would get, but...
Yes and no.
so this is what you want?
I mean...
Well, I mean, we right now we have a
Yes.
big car and a sedan, right? And that works perfect for our family, right?
Yep, this is practically the same
guess
size as my daily driver.
Maybe because I drive the big car, I don't know that I would go back to a smaller car, but I could definitely see this being a daily driver, and if you only had one vehicle, it even be in your one vehicle, because there's enough space in the trunk for groceries and luggage and stuff like that, and enough for our one kid.
I'm scheming here.
Okay.
So we already mentioned how we're testing 2 vehicles at this time. We've got this and the Lincoln Aviator. I know you love the Aviator. We haven't even filmed that review yet, but you can't hide that one. I really like this one. It's the same size as my current car. Feels very familiar in here as far as size of vehicle. You mentioned the trunk is good for getting groceries, and we all know I do that.
Yeah.
So could this be my next car?
I don't know. How much is it?
Well, that brings us to our final segment. I am pulling up the window sticker on my phone.
Here we go. Hold your butt.
Whoop! Pulling up the window sticker on my phone.
Okay, go ahead.
And 2022 Audi A3. This does have some added extras, but this is basically the entry-level Audi that you can get.
And it's a hybrid.
It is a hybrid, turbo 4-cylinder under the hood, 28 city, 36 highway, 31 combined. So while we're talking hybrid, that's what the fuel efficiency is like. Again, as this one sits, what do you think it's priced at?
38.
Oh.
Oh no, higher?
44,440.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, okay. So I feel like for that price, you're getting a very well built, well put together, really fuel efficient, rather sporty vehicle as well. So now that you know the price, what say you? What are your final thoughts, final impressions?
So Audi definitely is one of those well-known brands with a good reputation. So, I mean, I think it's nice. I don't think it's too high of a price for what you're getting, especially with the hybrid option. And it's certainly a fun car to drive. So,
and you haven't even really gotten to stretch its legs out on some of the back roads back here. It's been fun.
I wouldn't say that I stretch my legs much with vehicles. I'm not a push your limits type gal.
Well, let me just tell you, spoiler if you haven't watched my solo review, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And quick synopsis of my solo review. You know how much I like the Genesis brand?
Yes.
I think there's some competition in this little heart of mine. I have found a lot to like with this Audi for sure.
Have you forgotten how fun the Genesis was to drive?
No, I have not. And
Do you just love every car that's in your garage right now?
I mean, yes, but that's beside the point.
This is why we can't get a new vehicle. You can't commit.
This is why this is the perfect job ever, reviewing vehicles for you, our fans. If you want to know what we are driving before it is here on YouTube, go find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all at GT Garage Talk. Holly likes it.
That's a stretching your leg moment.
If you want to see videos from us as soon as they drop, please hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell so you're notified every time a new video drops. You can check out Holly's thoughts and opinions, some behind the scenes content from her by following her on Instagram at Female Consumer. And there it goes. But as for us and our family, we are experiencing some camera issues. Until next time, gearheads. Bye.
But I have my swimsuit on.
You do.
Okay. How do I get it in
But we're at
reverse?
now on Papa's. We're about
Is
to
your
go
foot on the
to
Yeah, I
Gary
think so.
Sessions and we're gonna go to Christie's. Oh no, not again.
Not again? What do you mean not again?
He's got to use her eyeballs.
Shut it.
Oh man.
God gave me these eyeballs for a reason.
I have eyeballs too.
And this is how, and this is how I learned how to drive too. This is the driveway that I drove out of with no backup camera.